Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work, man. It's not, it's not fireside chat time. Nope, not at all. And I'm just sitting here. I'm doing some work here at the Redbird House. We've got a winter storm that's coming through. Somewhere between 6 and 12 inches of snow is what they're kind of talking about. Maybe some sleet and rain mixed in, so it might be an ice storm, which could be power failures. And of course, and that's the worry of losing power when the temperatures are in the 20s. So getting prepared as much as I can be and taking care of some business here at the house and stuff. And getting this morning, my morning video, which just became live a few minutes ago. People always say, when I watch YouTubers and stuff, YouTube help. They're always saying, pick a day that you're going to do a video, and try and make sure that you have a video that day. You have Vlogmas, which is drives a lot of YouTubers crazy because they say, try and do a video a day. Bro, I'm fortunate because I started out doing videos, as they call it, dirty or grandpa style or easy mode, which is me talking in front of my camera, my cell phone, wherever I am, doing whatever I am, and uploading it. And now they're telling everybody that's the way to do it, which means I got to find something different then, because now everybody's going to be doing the same thing. And that was the premise of my morning video about how the Cowboys always wait to do anything. So here's what we've heard. As I pointed out this morning, the Cowboys always wait to make a decision, and by the time they do, they screw themselves because the options are few and far between. Now, the Jets, they're already in the process of finding their next coach. The Cowboys, if they're going to let go of Mike McCarthy, aren't doing him a service. They're not. If he's got to wait another 9 days after the season before he can actually talk to people, he's going to lose a job. And if they decide to move on, the other guys that you may target are already gone. Mike Vrabel has already interviewed with the Jets today. Rex Ryan is Monday. So the Jets are already in the process of it. Mike Vrabel is also scheduled to see the Bears next. And I think one other team. Other teams are already, our season sucked ass. We've got to do better. We got to do better. They're in the process of figuring out what is the best option for me to get better. And we got Cowboys stuck on stupid that are still sitting around with, well, we don't know if we want to bring him back or not. How freaking lame is that, guys? How lame is that? We don't even have a plan, and other people are already working towards theirs. Now, if you're keeping track, people who they've talked about as viable replacements, the brand new flavor in your ear, I would use the sample on that, but when you do, then it goes to revenue sharing and this, that, and the other. And I don't know how that works, because it seems like whenever I get a copyright for a live stream that's 10 hours long and it's 30 seconds, I don't make jack on it. So I guess all of it goes to that person that had 30 seconds of music that was in the background of it. So I don't want to risk it. Don't want to risk the biscuit. But how crazy is it that after having a season that was full of injuries, that Mike McCarthy went into the season on the last year of his contract, okay? You know exactly what you have from Mike McCarthy. You do. How is it it's going to take them a week after the season's over to even figure out, is this the guy we want? Because then, like last time, when you did the same thing with Jason Garrett, you let him do the walk of shame, got plenty of publicity, had everybody there watching him going to work every day and wondering, is he coming back? Everybody's talking about it, even though we got, the final game of the season and playoffs. Everybody's talking about the Cowboys and their dysfunction. It's bigger. It's bigger than winning. It's bigger than winning. In fact, I think I'm going to talk to Tracy. She did this shirt for me, which is, let me show you. Okay. Great thing about having big belly, it makes it easier for the shirt. Help wanted, Cowboys coach. You see that? You see that? Must be a lap dog. Yeah. Yeah. Willing to do more with less. Because we've been doing less with less for years. It is 100% maddening being a Cowboy fan. It just ain't right, man. It just isn't right. The Cowboys keep screwing up over and over and over again with no ramifications. Cliff Kingsbury is also going to be talking to the Bears about their opening. And so basically, the people, with the exception of Jason Witten, that Jerry Jones has kind of, made sparkling eyes at, Dion, he's like, I'm staying in college. He's got recruits out the yin-yang, and he's headed, hopefully, to get a national championship so he can literally bitch slap all those people that said he's not a good coach. That's his mission right now. That's his mission. And the Giants, it might be the Giants that Vrabel's also going to see. They're doing the same thing, or not the Giants. It was the Jets. But the Giants, I can guarantee you, they'll have a decision by Monday. So they can start the process. But as always, the Cowboys are behind the 8 ball, waiting for what? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why there's never a sense of urgency to do anything. And I don't know what's going to end up happening is what's going to end up happening, that always does. By the time the Cowboys make a decision, what you're left with, in the same way in free agency, what happens is you end up having guys that are past their prime and old people. Take a look what happens in free agency for them. By the time they decide we're going to get some guys, we go out and we go ahead and get Clinton Ha-Ha Dix. We get a Dontari Poe. We get a Jordan Phillips. We get a Gerald McCoy. We go get a coach. We get a Mike Zimmer or a Mike Nolan or a Mike McCarthy. Guys that have been discarded and left on the roadside because nobody else wanted them. Nobody was out there interviewing, looking at Mike McCarthy and saying, that's the guy we want. No, Mike Zimmer, he was literally sitting in a barn watching film. Mike Zimmer was retired. Half the players we end up bringing in for workouts haven't been on roster the last year. And somehow, we're told it's about winning. Some bullshit, man. Some bullshit I'm sick of, man. God, I'm sick of it.